A Step into the Past Volume 15 Chapter 2. Book 15 Chapter 02 Calm Before the Storm. When Xiang Xiaolong returned to his table, he received a hero's welcome from his wives and men. But deep in his heart, he knew that he is inferior to Guanzongzi in terms of physical strength and swordsmanship. He managed to end the fight on a draw because he had the advantage of the heavy wooden sword. If he is using Blood Wave to fight him, he will be badly defeated for sure. Thus, he did not feel any sense of true happiness. In fact, his legs are still trembling uncontrollably. Opposite him, Prince Dan nodded at him to show his gratitude for Xiang Xiaolong taking revenge on Guanzongzi on his behalf. Guanzongzi returned to Lu Bue's table with an expressionless face and received compliments with a silent nod. Although he has a look of disappointment on his face, in actual fact, he has become the second man after Wang Jian to match Xiang Xiaolong's fighting skills. As a result, his status is now elevated. Everybody around them are debating among themselves and refuse to leave the banquet area. Zhu Ji saw that the banquet has become a chaotic debating ground and announced that the banquet has come to an end. After Xiao Pan and Zhu Ji have taken their leave, Xiang Xiaolong returned back to his own tent. Ji Yanran and the ladies inspected his injury and discover that the wound has reopened and blood is pouring out. They hurriedly applied a fresh coat of medicine and tie a new bandage over the wound. Still in high spirits, Jing Jun, Zhao Ji, and Wu Tingfang are still discussing about the heart-stopping battle. Xiang Xiaolong inquired about Teng Yi from Ji Yanran. He learnt that Teng Yi has set off the moment the banquet started. Xiang Xiaolong sighed. Guanzongzi is really a top swordsman and he has the strength and power match his skills. It is not that I do not want to kill him, but I am truly not capable of doing so. Jing Jun smiled, but he still cannot overpower you. Ji Yanran shook her head. Little Jun is mistaken. Guanzongzi failed to win tonight because from the very beginning, he did not fight with his full potential. After all, he believed that hubby will die tomorrow. Why should he kill hubby and earn the wrath of the Qin people? Everyone listened to her explanation and their expressions become serious. In this case, even if Guanzongzi cannot defeat Xiang Xiaolong, he can still match him evenly in a fight. Zhao Ji added, but the onlookers do not know this. I believed that everyone, including Lu Bue and Guanzongzi, are thinking that hubby does not want to marry Lu Niangrong. Therefore, when he is gaining the upper hand, he suddenly stopped and wanted to defend instead. Even until now, they still do not comprehend hubby's trickery. Pleased, Ji Yanran reminded, Ji speaks with reason. This fight has benefited us in some ways despite creating some problems too. Hubby must work harder. Sooner or later, Guanzongzi will use Lu Niangrong as an excuse to challenge you again. If you can add more power to the strange and fast swordplay, I am sure Guanzongzi will ultimately succumb to you. Xiang Xiaolong was hit by realization. If he can get the Yu blacksmith to forge a samurai sword for him, that will be wonderful. In this instant Huan Qi, who was out on patrol duty, suddenly rushed into the tent. He came to Xiang Xiaolong's side and whispered, Lord Jialing's men have started to take action. In Xiao Pan's tent, Huan Qi has just finished his latest report on the movements of Lord Jialing's rebel army. When he was about to continue with his analysis, Xiang Xiaolong interrupted him. What does Crown Prince think about the enemy's actions? Li Si's face glowed with admiration. Xiang Xiaolong is the only man in the Qin court who understands the Crown Prince way better than anyone else. Xiang Xiaolong found it hilarious. He has two kinds of feelings towards Xiao Pan. On one hand, he is the person who watched Xiao Pan grow up and is familiar with his character. Xiao Pan became a changed person when his mother Lady Ni committed suicide after being filled with revenge and suspicions. He is hungry for power to ensure his survival. Even towards Xiang Xiaolong, whom he trusted the most, he will still think about Xiang Xiaolong's recommendation before going along with the idea. On the other hand, Xiang Xiaolong knew that one day, Xiao Pan will be the powerful Qin Shi Huang who unites the whole of China. Because of this, he has absolute trust in his capabilities, unlike other people who continue to treat him like an immature youngster. With these two factors combined, Xiang Xiaolong is full of love and respect for Xiao Pan, trying his best to create opportunities for him to grow and learn. Xiao Pan is delighted. Subject Huan is well informed of the enemy's situation. I will remember this. When everything is over, I will reward you handsomely. Overjoyed, Huan Qi kowtowed and thanked him profusely, thinking that the crown prince is indeed an extraordinary man. If he said the same thing to Wang Jian, he will be more than happy if Wang Jian gives an approving nod. The chance of him getting a reward is even lesser. After a short contemplation, Xiao Pan predicted, since Lord Jailing is shifting his men downriver, they are likely to attack us with more than just fire or water. Since our forces are much bigger than his, I am certain that he will create different scenarios and throw us into disarray so that he can create an opportunity to overcome us. Huan Qi saw how this teenage crown prince is making such a rational analysis and is full of admiration for his brilliance. His happiness in serving a capable ruler like Xiao Pan is written all over his face. The sincere glow in his eyes is far more effective than any common flattery. He did not even display such an emotional expression when facing Xiang Xiaolong. His confidence swelling, Xiao Pan thought for another few seconds before adding, Lord Jailing's first move is to set his own tents on fire. With the wind blowing the flames, the fire will burn upwards. The first tents to be burnt down will be those behind the wooden defending gates. He can easily shoot a few fire arrows across the defending gates and the royal tents will start burning too. To ensure the safety of the Empress and the royal family, everyone will head towards the Jing River. Once everyone crosses the river, the danger is over. After his presentation, even Xiang Xiaolong is pleasantly surprised. This future Qin Shi Huang is truly formidable and can envision the battle as if he is there to see it personally. Before the fire attack, Lord Jailing's men can spray the tents and the ground with oil. Once the fire starts to burn, it will be an unstoppable inferno. If news of his rebellion wasn't leaked to them, Lord Jailing does have a high chance of success. Xiao Pan explained the crux of the problem. Lord Jailing's main goal is to get me. He will definitely dress up his own men as palace guards and plant them in strategic locations to assassinate me whenever possible. This is also another reason for him to create as much chaos as possible. Li Si and Huan Qi are smart enough not to interrupt him and allowed him to share all his thoughts. Xiang Xiaolong intentionally inquired, Crown Prince, in your opinion, what are the possible tricks Lord Jailing has up his sleeves? Xiao Pan gladly replied, he will still use a water flood attack. Lord Jailing will purposely exaggerate the fire situation and coerce the royal family and all the important officials to run for the opposite shore. When everyone is in a panic and rushing over the bridges, he will release the dams upriver. Adding heavy logs to the flood water, the bridges will be submerged by the water or smashed up by the logs. If I am on the bridge, Lord Jailing's scheme would have succeeded immediately. If not, he would still have succeeded in dividing our armies into two. By then, the rebel army will attack us. If they shoot fire arrows at us, it will make the situation even more chaotic. Among the confusion, he can assassinate me. It is the most poisonous scheme I have ever come across. Huan Qi is full of praise, the crown prince is awesome. You have my full respect. Xiao Pan intimately continued, during that time, Lu Bue will send his killers and his divers to kill whoever he wants. In addition, Subject Xiang will die of poisoning and the cavalry army will be leaderless. In the end, Lu Bue and Guanzongzi can claim their rewards for fighting off the rebels. At the same time, they will take over the main military command from the dead Lu Gong and Su Xian. Our great Qin will end up in their hands. HNG. The three men understood Xiao Pan's meaning. Lu Bue is making use of Lord Jailing's rebellion to kill whoever he wants. After Lord Jailing's rebellion has failed, all the credit and power will go to him. Lord Jailing will die as a muddle-headed scapegoat. Moao's schemes are really chilling to the bone. Fortunately, he will be dying tomorrow. Otherwise, Xiang Xiaolong will die under his poisonous hands sooner or later. This is all fated, just like fate will create a Qin Shi Huang. Before the sun is up, the hunting groups have set off for their morning hunt. Prince Dan and his men are not participating as a sign of protest at Lu Bue's humiliation. Lu Bue is in high spirits. He waved good morning to Xiang Xiaolong happily as he believed that Xiang Xiaolong's life will end today. When Guanzongzi ran into Xiang Xiaolong, his previous air of confidence is much reduced and he no longer has the look of despise on his face. It was replaced by 20% of respect and 30% of regret. For a man as highly skilled as Guanzongzi, it is hard for him to find a worthy opponent. Now that he has found a worthy competitor in Xiang Xiaolong, he will also lose him at the same time due to the poisoning. Thus Guanzongzi is in a dilemma and regrets that he will never have the chance to defeat this Qin No. 1 swordsman. Zhu Ji, Qin Qing, and Ji Yanran were all absent from the morning hunt. As Xiao Pan's party is leisurely hunting for the sake of hunting, they decided to return to camp earlier. The remaining hunters continued their hunt. On the way back, Lu Niangrong intentionally rode to Xiang Xiaolong's side and shot a vicious look at Li Si. Terrified, Li Si made up an excuse and took his leave by slowing down his horse. When Li Si is out of earshot, she scolded, "Xiang Xiaolong, did you purposely end the fight on a draw instead of winning it so that you do not have to marry someone you hated?" Xiang Xiaolong was agonized. This daughter of his archenemy is stubborn and long-winded. She already mentioned that she is unwilling to marry him and knew that he will not live past tonight. Why did she come up now and accuse him of hating her? But he also learnt that she does have some feelings for him. Otherwise, she would not have bothered to come and make things difficult for him. He bitterly replied, "Things are beyond my control. Strictly speaking, I have lost because my wound did reopen in the end. But I did not say it as I do not want to give up the opportunity to fight for your hand in marriage. Does third mistress understand my feelings?" Lu Niangrong's face turned red under his staring. Initially, her face brightened up before darkening again. She lowered her head and bit her lips as if she is trying to say something but held herself back. Xiang Xiaolong guessed that her conscience is being pricked and is fearful that she may spill the beans about the poison pill. He was about to interrupt her when in front of them, Lu Bue is waving at her to join him. Besides, Lu Bue is Moao and he appears to share Xiang Xiaolong's fear as well. Lu Niangrong shot him another look and sighed softly before she rode ahead to join her father. At this point, Lord Changguan rode up to him and bitterly laughed, "Official Xiang can forget about our proposal last night. I spoke to Ying about marrying you last night but was rejected despite my continuous pleading. Ai. Love cannot be forced. Nonetheless, my brother and I are very grateful towards you." Xiang Xiaolong did not feel threatened but felt more relaxed instead. He secretly thought that Guanzongzi must have made her felt very good in bed. Without trying out his own love-making skills first, she will not marry him. To think that he has to fight Guanzongzi on the battlefield and also on bed. Honestly speaking, he is not as jealous as before. She can marry whoever she wants and he is not in the least interested. Back at the camps, Xiang Xiaolong has just finished instructing his men to protect his wives when Lu Gong sent someone to summon him. In Lu Gong's tent, Su Xian, Wang He and a few other loyal military leaders are having a secret discussion. Even Bai Chong, who lost to Zhou Ziyan, is also present. With a pleased expression, Lu Gong sat down beside him and intimately pat his shoulder, praising, "Xiaolong put up a good fight last night and forced Guanzongzi to retreat like a coward. You even interrupted that traitorous premier mentor who tried to end the fight halfway. You have earned my respect. If you ever lead an army to war, you will be invincible." Wang He frowned, "Why didn't you take the chance to kill Guanzongzi last night? If he hides in the shadows and ambushed us with his arrows, I am afraid we will all die an unexplainable death." Xiang Xiaolong understood that Guanzongzi's marvelous archery skills have startled the whole of Qin. Since he created a favorable impression last night that he is a better fighter than Guanzongzi, he will hide the truth about his own inability to kill him. He bitterly smiled, because my wound reopened, I was forced to defend instead of attack. Regarding Guanzongzi's archery skills, I am afraid he will not get any chance to use them tonight. He proceeded to reveal Xiao Pan's assessment of Lord Jailing. In the same breath, he added, for this battle, the Crown Prince will be the main leader and we will just act according to his orders. Liu Gong sighed, in my lifetime, I have served 5 different kings but none of them have the strength, wisdom, and capability of the present Crown Prince. There is hope for us. I wonder if I can live to see the day the Crown Prince unite the world. Xiang Xiaolong is relieved to hear his words. Xiao Pan's daily performances plus the fact that he is not related to Liu Bue has won him the loyalty of the Qin military. With this backing alone, he will succeed the throne without much difficulty. Su Xian praised, despite his young age, Crown Prince has performed well and is full of courage and intellect. He is like a hidden gem. Although the 2 late kings have been poisoned to death and the state is in peril, we now have a capable leader to guide us. It is truly our good fortune. After Wang He praised Xiao Pan too, he added, it is easy to deal with Lord Jailing but Moao will be assisting Liu Bue in his scheming. I am concerned that there will be some unexpected attacks which will take us by surprise. Why is Xiaolong not paying any attention to Liu Bue? Xiang Xiaolong explained, to win every battle, you must know yourself and your enemy well. We have full information about Lord Jailing's plans and have made accommodations for Liu Bue's family warriors. After Moao dies of poisoning, we will all be safe from his scheming. Under the leadership of the Crown Prince, Liu Bue cannot salvage the situation even if Sun Wu comes back to life. Su Xian suggested, shall we lay a trap to bait Liu Bue? We can use this opportunity to get rid of him. If there is ample evidence, Meng Ao cannot obstruct us from executing him. Just as Xiang Xiaolong was feeling a big headache coming, luckily, Liu Gong protested, if we wanted to deal with Liu Bue at the same time, it will make things even more complicated and I don't think we are up to it. Now, the 2 Caize and Wang Wan are supporting this premier mentor. If we fail to succeed, we may be counterattacked by him. With the Empress supporting him, I am afraid we will be the ones to suffer in the end. Old Su, you must be more patient. Don't forget that we still have to watch out for Dubai and his powerful men. Wang He added, now, Meng Ao is leading the Qin army to the 3 new eastern provinces. He is fiercely loyal to Liu Bue. If he knows that we are going after Liu Bue, he may rebel and even declare the 3 provinces to be independent from Qin. When that happens, we'll be in deep 5-hit. Su Xian sighed loudly but did not insist any further. Xiang Xiaolong is beginning to understand this thing called fate. He has a chance to kill Liu Bue right now but cannot do so because of circumstances. After further discussions, Liu Gong, Su Xian, and Wang He left to see Xiao Pan. To avoid drawing attention to himself, Xiang Xiaolong did not go along and left on his own. The minute he came out of the tent, he came face to face with Liu Danner and Ying Ying. The 2 ladies must have had an enjoyable hunt judging from the happy expressions on their faces. They noticed that Xiao Xiaolong is alone and their eyes lit up. Liu Danner playfully cajoled, good morning, Superman. Because she had rejected his marriage proposal, Ying Ying awkwardly remarked, I was about to look for you. She faced Liu Danner and begged, Danner, can you let me say something to Superman first? Liu Danner opposed, you cannot keep him for yourself. And whispered into her ears, have a good talk. Ying Ying helplessly dragged Xiang Xiaolong 2 steps away and whispered into his ears, it is not that I do not want to marry you but this is all too sudden. Can you give me more time to consider? Xiang Xiaolong felt that she is actually trying to stall for time for Guanzongzi and shot her a dirty look. Ying Ying stomped her foot, scolding, don't let your imagination run wild. I am not that kind of person that you think I am. Xiang Xiaolong sighed, if you really want to reject me, you can find all kinds of excuses. In the future, I will not pay any more attention to you. Please forgive me for being cruel. Ying Ying was stunned and stared at him without blinking. Lu Danner intercepted in and detained Xiang Xiaolong, whining, "Come. Let's go fishing. I wonder why everybody is behaving so strangely today. Even that playful monkey little June says he has no time to keep us company. But official Xiang can take his place. Even if Xiang Xiaolong is free, he is not keen to fool around with them. Moreover, today is an important day for everyone." He did his best to coax them before slipping away.